A funny thing happened on The View the other day. See, Whoopi and Barbara were talking about some ranch that Rick Perry owns that I guess is called the N-word head. It was even painted on a rock. Now, the chicks of The View, they must have talked about it before going on air because they ended up using the N-word a whole lot.
On a property that was named.
There was a sign that said...
On a rock.
Okay.
Well, Sherri Sheppard, the other black/African-American woman on the panel, she took great offense to the use of the N-word. As she should, but she didn't take offense when Whoopi used the N-word, only when Barbara used it.
When I heard you say it, it was fine. You said it a different way. When I heard you say it, I didn't like the way you said it. Because when you say it, you say N-I, and I don't like you didn't.
Hey, listen, I'm not black. Let the woman have her feelings. I mean, it's not like she goes around using the N-word with her friends and her family. I mean, she probably hates it when rappers use it. I mean...
Jim...
Oh, sorry, that's my producer, Tom. Yeah, Tom.
She calls her friends and family the N-word.
What, she does? Well, that doesn't sound right. How do you know that?
Yeah, she said it on the show, Jim.
Really?
Now, I have used it with my friends, with my family.
Well, that's confusing. In the spirit of Sherri Sheppard, only black people can use certain words, I present to you new language rules. Only people under 5 foot tall, dwarves and little people, oh, and that family on that crazy TLC show, can use the word shorty. Otherwise, they all just get confused. Only Ranger Rick can call his other raccoons coons. When opossums use the term, the raccoons get very offended. From now on, the 8-ball will be painted white and the cue ball will be painted black. And when referring to white bald people, you must now call them 8-ball. Grease the movie will now be called Oil. The Greasers will now be called the Oilers, and Grease Lightning is now called Oil Lightning. Sure, it's still offensive, but oil is a lot more expensive than grease. Swimmers and Michael Phelps are the only people that can use the term wetbacks, and only when referring to other swimmers. The Washington Redskins will now be referred to as the Washington Americans, as well as the Cleveland Indians will now be referred to as the Cleveland Americans, and both their mascots will now be that Indian guy from the 70s crying over litter. Only Casper, dead Patrick Swayze, and other ghosts can use the term spook, and boo as in my boo, and only when trying to scare other people. This goes along with the Ghost Union, as they are very upset that the terms spook and boo have been hijacked by other groups. What's next? People in white sheets? And finally, only white people can call other white people cracker, or saltine, or Ritz, or of course, Wheat Thins.
When white people say it, it brings up feelings in me.
Forgive me if I didn't say it exactly the same way.
Even if you didn't, you wouldn't have said it the right way.